just got this this neck, got the fretboard glued on this. Now this, now I gotta start the finishing process. This one, get it shaped out, get these little edges knocked off of here. And this thing is going in this brick. It's gonna be a chugger. I've already got the inside of the box done up. So as soon as I get this one shaped out, I'll put in this box, see what it looks like. And I'm working on this brick house. And you can see I've got the neck. This one's been shaped, looks really awesome. I'm just waiting to get this one shaped up, get it caught up with this one, and I'm gonna fret both of these together. Little bit of shaping done. Now we got to move on to the sanding, and then we'll be ready for frets. I'm getting ready to solder up the insides. I've already got the boxes laid out. I've already got the necks done. We'll start with this one, the brick. I've built 2 of these previously, and both of them have been chuggers. This will be the 3rd brick chugger, but probably the last brick chugger. When I started out, I got the request for this. I dug through my stash. I didn't have any of these boxes. And so then I went looking around, scouring the internet, kind of found out, I guess they discontinued this cigar, I guess a year or so ago. So these boxes are kind of hard to find. Luckily, I called my brother. He goes to this cigar shop. The guy that runs the cigar shop at the guy that owns Past Cigars remembered the last customer that had bought a box of these, and he called the guy, and the guy, luckily, the guy still had the box, so he brought the box in. So pretty awesome. Shout out to Past Cigars, man. If you're ever down in Past Christian, check those dudes out. Anyway, this is going to be a chugger. So here's the neck is done for it. I'm just kind of letting it cure up. I still got to put the slots or the holes in there for the tuners. So it'll be a couple of days before I do that. For you, it won't be. But anyway, here's a unique. This kind of the first for me. It was requested to have these wood or multi-wood fretboard inlays in here for fret dot markers. So there you go. I think that's going to be really, really cool. This is an awesome neck, and look good in this box. This will get obviously these 2 individual hardtail pieces for the bridge. But yeah, this thing's gonna be awesome. See, I still got it marked out where the bridges will go, where the bridge will go. That was just to help me get the tone and the volume. So like I said, it's all in there, but it hasn't been wired up yet. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I have this brick house, and this was an order as well. So this one's gonna get a floating bridge. And it's got a top of the box humbucker. Come on, open. Open, baby. There we go. Yeah, this one still needs to be wired up as well. I like doing this when I can. There's a lip here, and so I use this plate. Now obviously when it's closed it'll screw down here, but I put the plate up here so the jack is with the lid, so when I fold it over I can wire everything up right here. I don't have to worry about a wire hanging down in the box, which is what's going to happen on that brick because I just don't have that lip to do that. But anyway, that's a tip if you want to, if you're doing one of these and you use like a jack plate instead of just putting the jack in there. I try to do this as much as possible if I can. It just makes it easier to wire up. Less wire, it's out of the way. I think it works out pretty cool. So here's the neck back here for this one. I just put a coat on it. But I just wanted to point this out. What I did with this one was I usually laser burn fret dot markers into these things, but on these walnut necks or walnut fretboards, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard to see. I mean, you can see it, but it's kind of hard to see, you know, when it's burning there. So I got to thinking, since I was working on that other one, I was like, man, I should just do some wood inlays. So that's what I did. I just cut out some maple and put that in there. I think it's really awesome. I engraved this one as well, so it's got the detail in it as well, you know, not just cut it out, but I lasered the detail into it as well. So man, I think this thing is going to be awesome on this brick house. So I'm gonna wire these two up, and then we'll put these things together and see what they sound like. All right, this is a top of the box humbucker, and so what I decided to do is I went ahead and cut this wire. I've already stripped it down and got it situated. So this lug is going to be the ground lug. This is the input from the pickup. This is the output going to the jack. So I'm going to use both of these. What I don't have yet is I still need to do a ground for the strings. I'm waiting. Still haven't completely decided on what I'm going to use for a to catch the strings on the back or to hold the strings on the back. That's why I haven't done that yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this wired up, and we'll check it out, and I'll show you doing the tone capacitor and a single coil, which is all basically the same. I like to go into the lug and then on top, just to make sure this lug is grounded really good. Okay, this is the single coil. So really the only difference is the size of the pots. 500K for the humbucker, 250K for the single coil. That's kind of like the general rule. Doesn't mean that you have to do that. So this is going to be the volume. This is going to be the tone. I've got the capacitor just sitting there right now, kind of in place, and so we're about to make everything permanent. Same thing, I cut the wires here because I didn't need all that length, and I'll use the extra ones just to go ahead and Now I need to just wire to the jack and then we can test this thing out. Okay, it's very important to check your work, and I don't have the jack soldered up because you can see these wires are kind of short. I just leave myself like a very little bit of room to complete that, and I also need to do the ground. But since I went ahead and wired up the tone and the volume, I want to at least make sure that everything's good before I move forward, understanding that I have to check it after I do this. So turn this amp on here. I'm gonna close this lid. Oh yeah, you can already hear it. So I'd say that one works. I just kind of roll the volume and the tone, listening for the change, obviously, and then to make sure there's no scratching or anything as you're turning it. So let's plug this brick in real quick since we're here. Now this one's just a little bit simpler. Again, you remember this was just a little bit simpler, but I'm gonna plug it in. Oh yeah, we can hear it. So, same thing. Same thing. That one's good as well. So on both of these, I got to do the ground. So they're not completely done, but I can go ahead and at least glue down my wires and neaten everything up, and then eventually, once I get the bridges set or the spot where the strings are going to connect, then I can do my grounds. All right, I'm getting ready to set these two bridges in place for this Chugger. The last couple I had them pushed together, and this customer asked that I put a little gap in between there. He said 2 or so millimeters. So just trying to figure out what would be 2 or so millimeters. I ended up putting a 3/32 drill bit right in between these two, which is I guess according to this little chart here about 2.3813 millimeters. So I believe that's what we're going to do there. Leave this right there, which will give it the spacing. I do have this one pulled back just a little bit further than this one, and you can see the yardstick run up here. It's sitting on the 25 up here at the 0 fret. So I'm just going to keep adjusting and looking at this, but this is going to be the layout right here, and then I'll make it permanent. All right, wish me luck. All right, here's a good look at the brick Chugger 2-string. This one has a 40 and a 30, and it's tuned G, D. I talked earlier, you can see the gap. I don't know if this is going to come out, but you can see the gap between the bridges. And actually you can see my ground wire coming through, because I know I didn't show that on video, but I did go back and solder up a ground wire, and it's underneath these two bridges. And I've showed this in my videos before. When I do these hardtail bridges, I put copper tape on the bridges so you can see the copper tape on the back there, and also lay a piece of copper tape down on the wood and basically sandwich that ground in between that copper, so it gives it, you know, plenty of surface. So these strings are grounded. Man, this thing is really awesome. I did also, you notice there's no point here. I did sand this corner down. I left the rest of them pointed, but right here, that's kind of where your hand naturally goes when you're trying to play these things. and that sharp corner will eat you up. So I usually do that. Now on this brick, haven't decided because it's got I got components in there. Because it's got this paper on there, I don't want to destroy the paper, so I haven't decided how I'm going to address this corner yet. But I may put something, you know, a corner protector or something on there. But anyway, that's later on down the road. So it's got a tone and a volume knob and a single coil. And just, man, this thing is, whew, it's just really, really cool. Put the logo in this location. I had the heel a little longer on this box, but then decided that I needed to move everything back a little bit. I had this, the bridge was just landing a little too close to the B for my liking, so I moved it back. And so that's another thing, like if I'd started way back here, whew, you know, you got no room to adjust. So I gave myself a little bit of room to adjust so I could move back if I wanted to. But man, here you go. This thing is awesome. I'll plug it in. We'll get like just a real quick sound check of this thing. Yeah, this thing is pretty cool. I like doing these 2-string chuggers. I think they're really awesome. And this is, like I said, this is the first time I've done just first time I've done like these solid pieces in here for the fret markers. But man, this thing came out awesome. That's gonna do it for this video. I'll finish up. You have to check out the next video just to see the brick house. I'll finish that up in the next video. I'm waiting on some stuff to come in, and we'll kind of go over that thing. But anyway, thanks for checking this out, man. This is an awesome build. Thanks for everybody that's subscribed to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like, and share. I'll check you guys in the next one. I'm out.